What was the New Deal's impact on federal court evolution? Imagine a time when the United States was facing unprecedented economic hardship and a government eager to implement sweeping reforms. During this period, the federal judiciary experienced significant changes that shaped its future. The New Deal, a series of programs and policies introduced by President Franklin D. Roosevelt in the 1930s, aimed to recover from the Great Depression. But beyond economic recovery, it also influenced the structure and function of the federal court system in profound ways. One of the most notable impacts was the expansion of the federal judiciary. As the New Deal programs grew in scope, so did the need for judicial oversight and interpretation. Congress responded by creating new judgeships to handle the increased caseloads, which helped to make the courts more accessible and efficient. This expansion reflected a broader shift toward a more active federal judiciary capable of addressing complex economic and social issues. The New Deal also prompted debates about the balance of power between the executive, legislative, and judicial branches. Some judges were skeptical of the expansive federal authority, leading to a series of legal challenges against New Deal legislation. This period saw landmark Supreme Court cases such as Schechter Poultry Corporation versus United States and United States versus Butler, which tested the constitutionality of New Deal policies. These cases highlighted tensions between federal power and states' rights, prompting discussions about judicial limits and the role of courts in policymaking. In response to these challenges, President Roosevelt proposed the Judicial Procedures Reform Bill of 1937, often called the Court Packing Plan. Although it was ultimately unsuccessful, the proposal aimed to add more justices to the Supreme Court who would be sympathetic to New Deal policies. This effort underscored the evolving relationship between the executive branch and the judiciary, and it prompted reforms to ensure the independence and adaptability of the courts. Furthermore, the New Deal era led to the development of judicial doctrines that emphasized federal authority. The courts increasingly upheld federal legislation aimed at economic recovery and social welfare, reinforcing the role of the judiciary in supporting national policy objectives. Over time, this contributed to a more dynamic and responsive federal court system, capable of addressing the changing needs of American society. In summary, the New Deal significantly influenced the evolution of the federal courts by expanding their size, shaping their jurisdiction, and reinforcing their role in supporting federal policies. These changes laid the groundwork for a more active and adaptable judiciary, which continues to impact the legal landscape today.